Hello and welcome back to Tutoring with Gavin. In this series of videos, I'll be analysing the characters in the play Macbeth by William Shakespeare, so you can get your grade 9 in the GCSE English Literature exam. In this video tutorial, I'll be exploring the title character of Macbeth. Macbeth is a tragic character because of his flaws, which lead to his eventual downfall. He starts off in the play being admired for his bravery and loyalty in battle against the enemies of Duncan. For brave Macbeth, well he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his branded execution, like valour's minion carved out his passage, till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements. Duncan calls him his valiant cousin, worthy gentleman. So what changes this brave and trusted warrior into the evil tyrant who finally loses his own head? Shakespeare provides clues to his personality even at this early stage of the story. Macbeth chops up his enemy and puts his head on the battlements. This is a brutal killer, killing the enemies of Duncan like a paid assassin. Macbeth is superstitious and takes notice of what the weird sisters say. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence. It is this curiosity and willingness to believe in the supernatural prophecies of the three witches that reveals his true nature. He is easily tempted and very ambitious. The accuracy of the witch's prophecy that he will become Thane of Cawdor becomes the basis of another psychological mechanism, confirmation bias. Because this possibly random or coincidental fact of becoming Thane comes true, Macbeth uses it to confirm the prediction of becoming king. Banquo warns him to win us to our harm. The instruments of darkness tell us truths. Win us with honest trifles, to betray us in deepest confidence. Any normal person would have taken heed of this warning, but Macbeth is impetuous, impatient and reckless. He is not trained in the subtleties of politics and power, but has made his name through violence and killing. All that is needed now to change him from hero to traitor is someone to convince him that he will succeed. This catalyst comes in the form of Lady Macbeth. Even when Macbeth has his fears that this murder shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind, she is there to manipulate his weaknesses, which she knows only too well. His pride and sense of manhood is so fragile that she can pull his strings like a skilled puppeteer. And so Shakespeare provides us with a dramatic character arc that seems initially hard to believe, but when you consider the timing, when his ego is inflated after a great victory in battle, and the deadly influence of the weird sisters, and his highly ambitious wife, coming together to prey on his weaknesses for superstition, ambition, inflated ego and recklessness, we see that Shakespeare has cleverly crafted the perfect psychopath. The hallucinations of the dagger and Banquo's ghost could be part of his growing psychosis. The symbolic image of the serpent is soon linked to Macbeth when his wife says, "Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it." He becomes sly, deceitful, two-faced and ruthless, just like the devil, who was believed to take the form of the serpent. He doesn't exhibit any obvious guilt for his treachery. He is unable to sleep, but that could simply be from paranoia that he will now be killed by another ambitious Thane. He intends to rule by fear and brutality, the antithesis to Duncan. Shakespeare could be warning his Jacobean audience that by killing King James, he could be replaced by such a tyrant, but he could also be showing James the dangers of becoming a malevolent king. One of the victims in Macbeth's barbaric journey is his marriage. He seems unable to love once he has killed his king, his best friend, and the innocent Macduff family. He goes from claiming his wife to be his dearest partner of greatness to keeping secrets from her. He has become so inhuman by the end of the play that he cannot even show grief when he learns that his wife is dead. She should have died hereafter. In his soliloquy after his wife's death, he appears burned out and depressed and reflects on his chaotic life that has resulted in isolation, being universally hated. He describes life as creeping on in a petty pace from day to day, until his death, when he will finally be released from this misery. He believes that the whole world is against him and feels completely disconnected from the rest of humanity. Shakespeare cleverly gives us two ways of interpreting Macbeth. For those in his audience who believed in the supernatural, it is clear that he is evil, tempted by the devil to seek power and wreak havoc on civilization. But Shakespeare understands how people behave, and as with most of his plays, he shows an understanding of psychology, even though it had not yet been defined as such. And so he could be presenting us with a psychopath who is finally brought down by the forces of law and order. Well, I hope this has helped you in your revision. If you like this video, please give us the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get notifications of more videos that might help you in your revision. Until next time.